Title: The Whispers of Willow Creek. In the small town of Willow Creek, nestled between dense forests and whispering streams, strange occurrences were as common as the rustle of leaves in the wind. For years, animals had been disappearing: cats, dogs, and even the occasional curious raccoon, all without a trace. The townsfolk often whispered of the curse that fell upon Willow Creek, centering it around the dilapidated old house at the edge of town, long abandoned and overgrown with vines and shadows. 15-year-old Lily Parker had always found the stories fascinating, particularly the legend of Old Man Grady, the last resident of the seemingly haunted house. They said he had delved into dark rituals, trying to commune with the spirits of the woods. One fateful night, fueled by teenage curiosity and the thrill of proving the town's superstitions wrong, Lily decided to spend the night in front of the old house with her friends, Sam and Jen. The trio collected flashlights, snacks, and a worn-out blanket, making their way to the crumbling porch of the infamous Grady residence. Soon, a storm began to loom overhead, casting an eerie gloom over the land. Thunder cracked in the distance as they perched themselves on the steps, laughter mixed awkwardly with an undercurrent of fear. It was Jen who first noticed the soft rustling from the bushes to their left. "Did you hear that?" she whispered, her voice barely above a breath. Before anyone could respond, a shadow darted out from the underbrush, a scraggly black cat, its green eyes glinting with an otherworldly glow. It approached them cautiously, as if sizing them up. "Looks like a stray," Sam said, brushing off both Jen's concern and the unsettling feeling washing over him. He reached out a hand, attempting to coax the cat closer. But instead of warmth or acceptance, the cat hissed, arching its back and growling, its voice deep and guttural. Suddenly, the storm erupted, lightning illuminating the old house in blinding white flashes. Each time the light struck, the cat transformed momentarily, its jarring visage flickering to show sharp teeth and wild, unnatural eyes, then reverting back to its feline form. "Let's get out of here," Lily shouted, instincts kicking in as a chill coursed through her spine. But before they could rise, the ground beneath them trembled, and in an instant, the cat leapt towards them, landing directly on Sam's lap. He let out a yelp, smacking the creature off him in a swirl of adrenaline and fear. "Maybe it's just scared," Jen reasoned hesitantly, trying to comfort Sam. But as the cat picked itself up, shivering, its growls transformed into something sinister, a low, vibrating murmur that crept into their minds. The whispers carried through the air, weaving tales of despair and darkness, recounting the cursed fate of Old Man Grady and the lives of animals he had claimed. At that moment, the boundaries between man and beast blurred. They could feel the despair of the lost animals trapped in the house. "Why, you're hearing this too, right?" Lily stammered, heart racing as shadows began creeping closer. Every flash of lightning revealed the ghostly forms of creatures lost to the night, their faces twisted with anguish as they clawed at the air, yearning for freedom. The black cat rose to its full height, spine arched and fur standing on end. Its body contorted, and from the depths of its throat came an echo of Grady's voice, raspy and venomous. "You should have left well enough alone," it growled, eyes flickering furiously. Panic surged through them, and they bolted for the path leading back to town. With each step, they could feel cold air brush against their skin, wrapping around them like tendrils of darkness intent on pulling them back. The cat was pursuing them, shifting in and out of sight, its form melding into the shadows. With every step, they could hear the animal's dreadful cries, an amalgamation of all the suffering it had witnessed in that house. Finally, as they reached the threshold of safety, the edge of the forest, a deafening roar echoed in the night. Sam tripped, falling to the ground as he turned back. The black cat stood at the edge of the forest, the moonlight dancing off its form. "We won't let you go," it screamed, but the sound was not one voice, it was hundreds, all corrupted and intertwined. Fear surged through their veins as they grasped each other tightly. With a final surge of adrenaline, they sprinted toward town, never looking back, guided by the flickers of light in the darkness. Exhausted and trembling, they reached the safe haven of Lily's porch just as dawn broke. The warmth of the sunlight infused a sense of relief, but the lingering feeling of dread remained anchored in their hearts. As her friends left, Lily scoured the woods for the stray cat, but it was gone, swallowed by the shadows of the cursed house. The legend lived on in Willow Creek, ever weaving new tales of despair within its whispering winds, where it seemed the animals had not truly been lost but instead had been chosen to guard the secrets of Old Man Grady, forever bound to the darkness lurking just beyond the forest.